Abraham Vega runs one of the most successful Zhineng Qigong organizations worldwide. We talk about the power of a community that has extended beyond the Qi field to friendship and mutual support, his own growth path, and the Zhineng Qigong research done in cooperation with the local university. My name is Thorsten Lüdecke, and this is the Wisdom Qigong podcast. Hello everyone, and let me welcome Abraham Vega today. Abraham is from Mexico and he runs the famous Vida Zhineng Qigong organization. Abraham, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Thorsten. It's a pleasure to be here. And hello to every one of your friends here in your podcast.
Thank you very much, Abraham. And when we connected, I asked, what would you like to talk about today? And you wanted to talk about the community. So I thought, maybe let's start with this, and maybe you can explore this topic a little bit.
Well, I think community is the power issue or topics in Zhineng Qigong, what really makes it very, very effective. Because when we work, when we practice Zhineng Qigong, we mainly form a Qi field. And the Qi field is so strong when we do with many people. And when these people is in harmony, we have good friendship relationships between us, then the Qi field is much more bigger and stronger. So that's why I think that's one of the biggest benefits of Zhineng Qigong, to practice in community and then to make a Qi field stronger.
Now, I know that for Dr. Pang, the community and the Qi field of the group was also very important. And this probably had a huge effect on the success of the medicine in this hospital, where healing happened so often and like a miracle. And so I totally get what you're saying here when you talk about the power of the community. Now, how do you implement that in practice? Because I don't know, are you guys practicing as a group, or how do you make sure you can harvest the power of the community?
Yes, we have many activities in community. One is that we practice every day online. Since one friend starts at 4 a.m., I do at 6 a.m., another friend at 7, 8, 9, 10 a.m. Different teachers that we have been gathering together through the last years. We practice with the group online. Many people from many places in Mexico and other countries practice together every day. Also, in the evening and night, we have other groups. That's one of the more important activities we have related to practice, the methods. We also have meetings on Friday where we talk just like this about the benefits, about doubts, about the sharing experiences, sharing difficult moments that we have all in life, and how to go through the practice of Zhineng Qigong, and also sharing experiences. That is also a very important way to learn from one and each other. And that's called the cafecito, the coffee chi on Friday. So we do that every Friday. It's very nice. And also we do 2 times a month walkings. We say the chi walkings to the mountains, to the forest. We go in groups to practice in the nature, and that also makes us help us to experience adventures, and also to share the life and friendship and practicing Zhineng Qigong in the nature. That's so powerful also. And also we do retreats. We start a retreat tomorrow or 4 days. We go this like 4 times a year. And also these travelings we do to Beijing to keep learning, and also it's something we do in community. So there are many activities we do. The other thing we do is every month we have a practice. We have been doing this for 17 months. Every month we gather together, practice like the whole morning until 2 p.m. And we do very good Qigong also. So that's our main activities based on community, and that helps us to be very stable and happy.
That is amazing. I don't think any other Zhineng Qigong organization has such a powerful community work than what you have described just here. How big is the community that you are involved in? How many people are there in total?
I don't know exactly the numbers, but well, in some in the I think it. I don't know. I don't have a specific number, but sometimes we gather in the retreats like 40 people. In China, we just been like 20 people. In the walk-ins, normally we are like 20, 30 people. So there are different groups. In the morning, we have every teacher like more than 30 people. In the monthly practice, 100 people. But there are always different people. So I can say a number, but it's a very nice community. Maybe it's not like thousands and thousands of people, but it's people that we really know each other and we care of each other. And so maybe I don't know how many, but it's a strong group, right? Right.
But it sounds to me that obviously, I mean, the chi field is much stronger when you practice together. But you guys seem to be there for each other for all questions of life. So when you say that you have regular meetings where people can talk about their doubts, about their problems, and you support each other, so it's really the community thought, which it has nothing to do with Zhineng Qigong as such. It is really people supporting each other and doing activities together. And on top of that, you have the Zhineng Qigong chi field of the group, which obviously is so powerful. Is that a good way to describe it?
Yes, of course. And the basic is Zhineng Qigong. Everything is about Zhineng Qigong. These talkings, the doubts, and I think it's all based on Zhineng Qigong theory, practicing. Is just what we do, Zhineng Qigong, not other methods or other things. Because I think Zhineng Qigong is already very complete and very simple, but at the same time so powerful. So we are totally in the practice of first level, second level, third level, the EUNT practices, also the Fa Chi. So we do everything around the practice.
And would you say that because one of the things that I hear often from students is that they many countries in many parts of the world, they go to a weekend workshop and they are very excited about what they learn, and then they go back home and there's no support. So, and then they kind of forget about it, or they find it difficult to practice on their own. But it seems to me that because you have this structure where basically anytime there's something happening, so it doesn't matter what my day looks like, I will always find a possibility. Maybe I can join this teacher in the online session today, or maybe I can go to that teacher in the online session, or I can go and join you on the nature walk. So I think this is very supportive also for people to keep in the Zhineng Qigong mindset and to keep up the practice and not to get lost along the track. Do you see that in your groups?
Yes, totally. That's why we have been introducing these activities. It was not at the beginning all that together. We have been doing as the community asked for it, because we saw what you mentioned. I've been practicing for 20 years, and this was not like this from the beginning. And the people, sometimes I think the 10% of the people really keep practicing at long term, because usually when the people find themselves alone at home practicing, it's not very easy to keep going. So we have been introducing little by little the practice online and these meetings and the practice in person. So this is a response from the necessity of the people to have something to keep going. So I think it's important that every community in Zhineng Qigong and everywhere really help each other to keep going.
I think this is very powerful because at the end of the day, you have achieved an energy and a being together with a group of teachers where it seems that there is very little ego involved, that there's very little competition involved, because everybody is just working together for the common goal. And I know that the idea of no competition and we are all one and we all want to work together and there shouldn't be any ego, the idea is big, but it's not so easy to implement that because we are also human beings. And I can see a lot, with wanting to point fingers here, but in the community overall worldwide, that there is quite a bit of competition and that teachers are protective about their students and they don't want to share them with others. But it seems you've created a chi field in your country and with your group where you've overcome this. Maybe you can talk a little bit about that because how comes that you've achieved that?
Yes, it's a long path of learning. At the beginning, we have a difficult experience with the previous groups we had, and that teaches a lot how important was to not think that the students are the possession of one teacher. So through this experience, we have changed many things, and I really never said that some students are my students. I always say that they are our classmates or our partners, and one important thing that we do and that help to do this is to help others to become teachers. So that's why we help them to prepare, and then we go to Beijing to see our teachers, Changqing and Chu well known as Helen and Clark, and then we help others to become teachers. And I really enjoy this other part of the practice that is to teach others. So I think that's important to help other people, persons to teach their own communities. So that's something that I think is good. That at first you become friends, and when you are friends with others that you help to become teachers, you cannot be competing with them because they are your friends. And well, we need to practice all the time to see our ego, because as you mentioned, we are humans, and it's normal that these feelings appear, and you have to observe them, and you have to change them, because it's not good for you to behave in that way. And I think as much as you practice, it's more strong the effect that you feel when your ego starts pushing you to do something that is not aligned with the chi movement, right? So that's another part that also helps to the people to behave better. When you practice strong, the chi will, as some teachers say, the chi will punish you if you really go against the flow of the information, the flow of the nature. So that's something. But I think the easy way to do it is to really make friends. If you make friends with others, you cannot compete because they are your friends, and that's it. That's beyond the incomes, beyond the other things, the friendship.
My name is Thorsten Lüdecke, and I have news for you. You can now access our podcasts in a very different way. If you would like to go back to any of the episodes and you just remember a certain topic or you have a certain question, please use our new bot and ask that question. Not only will you get an answer based on all the episodes we have produced before, you will also be able to directly access the very episode at exactly the point your topic and your question was mentioned. Please use this bot and make sure you don't miss out on this wonderful new feature of our podcast.
So if you look, we've spoken about the community idea, and I think it is very powerful what you've shared here with us. And I can see that your community is very open. So you are basically giving any Spanish speaker the possibility to join, right? They don't have to be from Mexico necessarily. If they're from another Spanish-speaking country and they would like to join your session, I suppose they're welcome, right?
Yes, everyone can join in. Some people that speak English can join and maybe follow the movements. Maybe they don't understand everything, but they can join.
Right. And I think this is a great, example. And it would be lovely if we can create something like this in other language communities as well, because we are all facing the similar challenges and similar issues and similar topics. And this idea of being in a continuous community, not just a community for a weekend workshop or something like that, or the occasional meetup or the occasional online free session or something. I think if we can connect on a continuous basis, and as you said, to do it via friendship, then this can be so much more powerful and can bring Zhineng Qigong as such on a completely new level in the country. So I think this is a fantastic work that you are doing there. And I'm very curious to hear, what your personal learnings have been from that, because you've been involved and you've been running this for quite some time. So what are your learnings from all of that? Maybe you would like to share this a little bit with our audience today.
I think for example, I started doing this practice every day since almost 10 years ago, and I did it because I needed. At the beginning, I did because I need to direct practice so I can improve when I teach and keep practicing, because it's easy to get distracted. I like the mountain, I like the bike, I like painting, I like many things. I like doing good craft, like carpenter things. So I needed something to design how to keep practicing good many hours a day. Really try to discover all the things that Teacher Pang says in the books, the teacher explained. So the only way to guarantee to myself to keep practicing hard is to share it with others. That's why I started to sharing my practice and said I offer this practice. If anyone can is useful for them. I don't say this is the only way to practice. When I teach, I said this is some possibility that you can join a practicing group, but you can also do by yourself. But it helped me a lot to do it with the community, because it helped. I have a schedule. I have a compromise with others. So I wake up early in the morning. I practice. At the beginning, it was a little effort. Eventually, it became very natural, and now I really enjoy it to practice together. Even though it's online, the chi feels very strong. I feel stronger the chi when I practice in group online than when I do by myself alone. So that's something I have really get benefit from practicing in group. Some people say that you're a very good person because you give online classes every day with no cost, and I say I am the first that has a benefit from this. Sometimes people don't understand, but really I really I'm grateful to the community that they join in every day and we can practice together. It's very, very powerful, this part.
Yes, I understand that. And I'm glad you were saying that, because sometimes, now even with me, when I do these interviews, people say, thank you very much for doing these interviews. But for me, it's the biggest joy, obviously. And the learnings I get out of it is just so fantastic. So I totally get what you're saying here. And anything else, Abraham, that you learned along the way, about either the power of the community or about anything else in your personal development while you were practicing Zhineng Qigong?
Well, it actually changed my whole life, the Zhineng Qigong. I studied mechanical engineering, and I was a mechanical engineer in the pharmaceutical industry. And I lived a common life as a very hardworking person. But I was not very happy all the time, because it was very, very difficult. No, the work, so many hours, many months. Sometimes don't have rest, And I like the engineering work, but with Zhineng Qigong, I discovered and it started to help me to connect more with myself, more with my real nature, and really changed everything in my life. I've been practicing, as mentioned, 20 years along my wife, Andrea, that we together did build this Vida Zhineng Qigong project. We have 2 kids. They were born here at home without medicine. We did doing Zhineng Qigong, organizing the Qi field, doing Lachi. So that's maybe one of the most important achievements we have as a family to receive these babies at home, practicing Zhineng Qigong, and raise them with Zhineng Qigong. They don't go to school. We do homeschooling. And the basis of every work we do here is also Zhineng Qigong, how to connect with them, how to help them connect with themselves, to manage the emotions, manage their own qi. They learn to do the Suchanfa and the TLD where they were babies. So it's like very beautiful to experience Zhineng Qigong through the process of their lives. And now they're football players, and we help them to use Zhineng Qigong to manage the anxiety of the play, the games, the relationships. So I think we have been trying to introduce Zhineng Qigong in every part of our lives. So I've been healthy for these 20 years, not having really medicines. So I think it's like something that helped me a lot to see that is very real and powerful, the benefits of Zhineng Qigong. And every time I keep practicing and learning. This time I just arrived yesterday from China to be 1 month with our teachers there in Beijing. And every time I keep learning and learning from them, from other classmates. And I see that the theory of Zhineng Qigong is so big, and the possibility of growing and achievements are really a long-term process. So I think we are just starting to see what Zhineng Qigong is, and it's very exciting to keep learning and to keep discovering the use of the mind, the EUNT, to really keep practicing to enjoy more life and help others to suffer less and enjoy life. So I think it's a very, very beautiful life that Zhineng Qigong have gave me.
And it's interesting because I remember somewhere at the beginning of the conversation, you said that Zhineng Qigong is a very complete system and yet very simple. Still, after 20 years, although it is so simple, there's always learning. And I think you described this beautifully, because if we listen to you, it feels like, okay, you've been doing Zhineng Qigong for 20 years. You've integrated it so well with your family. And it's basically present every moment of the day, and the work you're doing with others. And as you say, it's a simple technique at the end. But still, I can see your excitement about still learning new things about it, discovering new things about Zhineng Qigong. And I think this is a beautiful way to describe it, because the essence of Zhineng Qigong, it doesn't stop, even though it's simple, and even though once you understand the basic, it's quite clear. But the constant energy you get from that, and the constant joy and the constant connection, that doesn't stop. And I think this is something that's quite visible in how you have incorporated Zhineng Qigong in your daily life. That it's you probably I imagine that now you probably wake up in the morning with a smile, looking forward to do some practice and to be in the right consciousness, the state of consciousness, because it's just so much fun, isn't it?
Yes, it's so interesting, and very pleasant to feel in that. Qi field state, Qigong state. So it's something that the body asks for it, and you like to learn more. And I think briefly you mentioned about the ego. Sometimes it makes things difficult between the people and groups. But when you really, we realize that there is so much to learn, so much to really develop. You cannot be like proud too much, to have too much proud, because there's a lot to achieve, to learn, to understand. So I think it's important to keep, as you mentioned, every day wake up with a smile, with curiosity, with love to you, to your practice, and to keep doing, reading the books, knowing new people like you. So that's very interesting. Like connect with others that are passionate about the life, the science, the mind.
What are your plans for the future? Do you have any plans in mind for Zhineng Qigong?
Yes, this month is a hard-working month because we will start a second phase of a research that we are doing with in collaboration with a institute of it's called Genetics National Institute in Mexico, and also the Faculty of Psychology in the National University. So we did that 2 years ago. The doctor Sandra Romero, we teach the first level, then we practice every day for 3 months. At the beginning, she took some blood tests, and at the end also blood tests, and she extracted the DNA, and she, after a lot of work, she saw some genes improve their activity. More specifically, the genes related to the well, I forgot the word of the. Is the part of the cell that has the energy. I will remember in a few minutes. It's called
mitochondria or something.
Sí,
mitochondria, is that the word?
Yeah, the that thing, the
mitochondria. Yes, I'm sure our biology experts will know.
That was very interesting. So she could have more resources to do it again, but now she will add also to research about the microbiology of the intestines, and also in the psychology faculty they will test the electricity of the brain and other like cognitive abilities. We will do again at the beginning. We will teach now for this second phase the second level of Zhineng Qigong, Xizhen Chuan, and the first level for the new group. And we will practice again 1 hour every day for 3 months. And at the end, they will test, take the blood test and the intestine. And I think it will be another good achievement. So that's what is coming now in May. We have other retreats in Hunyuan and other workshops, but this is, I think, the most important thing that we have very, very soon.
That's a great project. So are you saying the people that have been part of the first group, you're working with them again and teaching them level 2 now?
Yes, the people that joined in the project 2 years ago, they already took the first level. This time we will teach them second level, and a new group, they will learn first level. So there will be a bigger group. Now they are assigning the project 400 people. So that will be something good.
That's amazing. I definitely want to hear about the results. So maybe we can have another podcast in 3 or 4 months' time when the research is over, to see what the results were and what you have discovered along the way. Because we all have our Western logical minds, and sometimes we just love to see proof that Zhineng Qigong is working, scientific proof, because most of us have experiences in our everyday life, but to have proper research done is always very difficult in Zhineng Qigong. But it's great that you are in touch with the university and that you're cooperating there. And I'm very curious to see what the results will be. I've got no doubts that the results will be incredible and that you will see something, but it's obviously very nice to see that on paper and see what exactly you found out during these months.
Yes. Yes, I hope the doctors write the paper soon. The 2 years ago, they are writing now, so I hope they can publish soon. And the second round, I think, will be also in some months. But I now remember the thing is the mitochondria. But well,
Yes, mitochondria. Yes, yes, yes.
mitochondria. Well, maybe you can do a later, eventually a podcast with Dr. Sandra Romero. Maybe we three together can talk about this research. We're very lucky that she's interested in doing Zhineng Qigong research because actually she was like the one that asked me if I want to join in the project, and I said of course. But she's a scientist and she experiencing herself in her own healthy the benefits of Zhineng Qigong, and she as she was working with the disease so many years, it was very sad to her to always research and put all her talent in researching sickness and very horrible genetic disease. So she really tried to research about healthy and what makes the human healthier. So that's why she wanted to research through Qigong that is very systematic, is very stable, how people can improve their health and to demonstrate that we don't need a lot of medicine to maintain healthy. We can do with a good use of the mind, with use of the body, and so that's so important what she's doing. I hope many scientists join in the Zhineng Qigong research, and I've seen that now Teacher Pang is keep working on research on many fields in China. They told our teachers now are developing a research in with diabetes. It's a 2-year program of research in diabetes because they have been having very good results in the University of Beijing. So they now are doing a longer research in diabetes.
Great, great. I think this is beautiful and very important to get also new people interested in Zhineng Qigong because it's through this research where people that are not naturally drawn towards the mindset of Zhineng Qigong will probably get curious and want to know more about, okay, what is this exactly, if it has that effect on people's bodies and on people's health. So I think this is a great way of opening the door and invite more people into our community to benefit from this incredible work. Thank you very much. Abraham, is there anything you would like to add to the podcast? Anything that you feel like we should discuss or that we have missed out?
No, it's also a pleasure to talk with you. Thank you very much, and congratulations for this podcast. I just want to tell the Zhineng Qigong friends that we should be every time more as a whole community in the world to be more friendly each other, to cooperate, to practice hard, to really discover the great power of the human mind and body and the Zhineng Qigong. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Abraham.
We trust you enjoyed this conversation and we invite you to subscribe to our podcast so we can stay in touch and notify you of future episodes. We will end today's episode with the 8 verses meditation performed by Zhineng Qigong teacher Katrin Hendricks. Enjoy. To get your free ebook on the 8 verses meditation, please check the show notes below.